Hi, this is Shannon from Canada Wig, and I'm here with another wig review. This time we are looking at Cold Brew Chic by Belle Tress. So this wig comes with a full lace front as well as a monofilament top feature, so you're going to get both those realistic looking cap features, and it is HD fiber, so you can use heat tools on this style. Keep in mind, if you use the heat tools, it's going to maintain that style that you put it in until you use the heat tools to get it back. So if you aren't confident you can redo this style, then I wouldn't suggest using heat tools until you're pretty much ready to not have it be the style anymore. It's just one of the common misconceptions or misperceptions about heat defiant fiber is that it will just go back to what it was when you washed it again, but that's not the case. As soon as you apply the heat, that's how it's going to stay until its heat is applied again to change it. So the measurements on this one are 5.5 inches at the bang, 11 inches on the sides, 12.5 inches from the back down, and then has a nape measurement of 5.25 inches. So it's sitting just about at shoulder level there. It's not sitting above, so you are going to get some friction and rubbing, so keep that in mind. Given the fact this is HD fiber, you might find it gets a little bit clumpy throughout the day, so you're definitely going to want to keep a wide tooth comb on you at all times to just comb it out if it does start to clump a little bit. These bangs, they're side swooping nicely, but you could definitely cut a full bang into this, or even just trim it like right about there if you wanted just that side swoop bang. Right now it's definitely a bit longer than that, so it kind of depends on your preference. You aren't going to get a ton of height with this one. The density is on the moderate side. It's not super thin, but it's definitely not super thick, so you can't fluff it up like, say, if you were wearing a Rico. It doesn't have that kind of hair or permatease in here. So I think overall, if you're looking for something that is very realistic and probably mimics your bio hair more than some of the other wigs out there, I think this is a good line to go with. That's not to say the other wigs aren't beautiful. They are. It's just some of them can look a little bit like it's like a lot of hair and it's really perfect, and it's really pretty. It might not be what you're looking for. If you want something that's a little bit more realistic and isn't quite as perfect, then I feel like the BelleTress line is a good line to go with, because it really mimics the natural feel of your hair. And I mean, this hair is gorgeous, I think. So let me just show you this one from all sides. So overall, I think this one is super cute. I think it's very stylish. It's a very trendy style. It's very sophisticated, and I think that it would flatter a lot of different face shapes, and I think it's a good one that you could wear across like a wide range of ages. I think that someone who is younger can definitely wear this because it's an in style, as well as someone who is older. I think that they can definitely wear this as well. So it's kind of at that medium length where it's not super long, where some older women may not feel as comfortable wearing it, just because some older women think that they're too old to wear long hair, which is silly anyway, but they get that feeling. But this one isn't that long, so, and then it's still long enough that it has that feminine vibe. So I think it's kind of that perfect length. You just have to watch, like I said, just with this grazing your shoulder, that you are combing it regularly and keeping good care of it. Otherwise, you might find it starts to get frizzy. The color that we see here on this one is Vanilla Lush, which is just a really pretty blonde. It's not super golden and not super ashy either, so it's kind of that nice in between color. It's kind of like a buttery blonde. It's very nice. It's unrooted, so if you are looking for something that isn't rooted, you don't like the look of roots, or you don't want to deal with the darker knots of the lace front, then this would be a really good choice. I'm just going to show you the lace front as well here. Very nicely done, as you can see. Again, as soon as you have an unrooted blonde, the lace fronts are usually pretty much perfect. You don't get those knots there that you would get with the rooted colors. And the monofilament top is also really nicely done, so you could of course change this if you wanted to part it on that side. It wouldn't be a problem. The bangs might look a little different just because the length of them, but you can definitely part it there without any issue there. Style wise, this one, I think it's really cute behind the ear like that. You can do that. I think it would be really cute if you kind of pulled both sides and you did a half up. I think that would work really well. So definitely a few different options you have. It is long enough to fit into a low ponytail, so if you wanted to do that, if you're just going to be at home or something like that, then you can definitely do that. And the nice thing with the ponytail too is that after you kind of have worn the life out of this wig, if you are going to buy a new style to wear out every day, but you want something just to put into a ponytail, you should still be able to do that. Especially this being heat friendly, you can apply the heat, smooth out the frizzes, and it'll look fine in a ponytail. So I think you can get a lot of life out of this one if you treat it well. So this is Cold Brew Chic by Belle Tress. I hope this was helpful. If you want to see any more, see more of these wig reviews, please subscribe to our channel, because we're going to do more on a regular basis. Hope you have a good day.